Hey, I'm OZChris, and welcome to OZChris versus Marvel Comics for week 3 of June. We have, I was about to say Detective Comics for some reason. We have Daredevil number 7, part 2 of No Devils Only God, and we have issue number 6 of Guardians of the Galaxy. Did I say part 7 of Daredevil? I meant issue number 7. I'm an idiot. But yeah, issue number 6 of Guardians of the Galaxy, which is the end of its first arc. So on to Daredevil, No Devils Only God, part 2, written by Chip Zdarsky, art by Lalit Kumar Sharma, coloring by Java Tartaglia, names, and the cover by Chip Zdarsky himself. So in this issue, Kingpin has gathered members of his criminal empire. He locks them all, including himself, in a vault to discuss the plans that he has for all of them. And while this is going on, there are reports of a new Daredevil being spotted. They think it's the original. Later on in the issue, Kingpin says, if this was really him, I would feel it, but I feel nothing. It's an amateur. Don't worry about him. Even Foggy is wondering if it's actually Matt. Matt's telling him, no, it's definitely not me. I've retired. Why would I come back immediately after I retired? But Matt goes to leave to work on his job, talking to a client of his, and the client reveals that his brother died pulling a small-time robbery with a buddy of his, and he was killed by Daredevil. So I'm assuming this his brother was the one Daredevil accidentally killed in Zdarsky's first arc. And when this has happened, Matt kind of just he freaks out, so he leaves, and just his heart starts racing. He's not fully over what has happened. He's still trying to come to grips with having killed someone and having to live with that guilt. So he's still guilty, and having been confronted by this, it sets him off. So Kingpin announces, I'm quitting, not as mayor, just as his criminal empire. He says he's quitting the criminal empire, but he says he kind of just tells him hey, if you want me to still be the mayor and overlook your activities, keep crime rate at a manageable level. So realistically, he actually really didn't quit. It's more of just to show off his power in a way. Like, yeah, he says he quits, but honestly, he really didn't. And Matt, while that is going on, Matt goes to see Sister Elizabeth to be comforted to deal with this sudden all of this guilt that's building up with him, especially with what just happened before, being confronted by, as he says, the sin that he committed. And we'll leave it there. So story, I'm going to give it 3.5 out of 5. This was good. This was actually much better than the previous issue. I was really disappointed with how the previous issue started this new arc of No Devils Only God. But this one was actually good. I actually enjoyed it. This should have actually just been the start. This was much better than issue number 6. The art and the coloring, I'm going to give that 4 out of 5. This, much like before, the art and coloring was actually better in this issue than it was in the previous one. I actually liked it incredibly more. I think it was really, really good, especially in the scenes with Matt whenever he's with Foggy, when he's with his client, and then later on when he goes to visit Sister Elizabeth. The art and coloring was really, really good. And the cover by Zdarsky himself, 3. I'll give it 3 out of 5. I can see why Zdarsky mainly stays as a writer. He's not particularly he's not a bad artist, but I've seen better. I've seen better. Why is the quality on this camera just starting to die? There we go. So yeah, 3 out of 5. It's okay. It's an okay looking cover, and the art on it is okay. So on to Guardians of the Galaxy number 6. This is the final gauntlet, part 6 of 6, written by Donny Cates, art by Jeff Shaw, coloring by David Curiel, and the cover by David Marquez and Dean White. So the Guardians of the Dark Guardians have united to just be the Guardians, as Star-Lord says, we're all Guardians. They head to nowhere to stop Hela the Black Order from helping resurrect Thanos. Hela, as soon as they arrive, Hela is thrown out of the battle. They try to stop Cosmic Ghost Rider, and he gets sent to hell for some story arc that's happening in Avengers. And Gamora and Star-Lord finally confront Eros, who is possessed by Thanos, who is trying to resurrect himself, Thanos in his body. It's confusing a bit, yeah. But Gamora decides to save everyone, to kind of end the threat once and for all, kills Eros, preventing Thanos from properly being resurrected, and with everyone's help and unintentionally by Hela, they're able to defeat Thanos once and for all. I say once and for all, but Thanos is actually immortal. He can't really die, so I'm expecting him to be back. And with that, the story is over. The Guardians have won. This brief Guardian lineup doesn't last for long. It just all the Dark Guardians just decide to leave anyway. But anyway, story. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. I thought this was okay. It did seem a bit rushed to this conclusion, and there wasn't. Given up, it has this whole like setup of like the Guardians, the Dark Guardians, all getting ready, teaming up for the final fight against Hela, the Black Order, and Thanos. And just instantly, Hela is thrown off out of the battle until she joins later at the end. The Black Order don't really particularly do much. Frank, Cosmic Ghost Rider, is just sent to hell immediately. There isn't much of a battle there or a struggle for him to free himself. It's just like, yeah, Hela's gone. Her hold on me is, yep, I'm sorry, bye. And just ends up in hell where he's confronted by Johnny Blaze, who I assume is the new king of hell. I haven't been reading Avengers or whatever he's been in recently. And then Gamora kills Eros. They stop Thanos and they get rid of Thanos' body, and that was it. It seemed a bit rushed, and I don't know. I thought it was okay. It wasn't bad, but it could have particularly been better. The art and coloring, I'll give that 4 out of 5. The art and coloring was really good in this. I think this was definitely the highlight of this issue. Especially just this, where just Moondragon and Beta Ray Bill just combined their powers. Well, Moondragon combines her powers with Bill's hammer to knock out Hela. But overall, the art and the coloring was really, really good. The cover itself, I'm going to give a 4 out of 5. It's a really good cover. I like the art. I like the coloring. They obviously should have kind of fixed it a bit, although it's probably not to spoil it. But Eros is not on this team. I mean, you could technically side with the Black Order since he was possessed by Thanos, but he leaves after, like, I'm pretty sure he leaves. Like, yep, pretty much, yep. He leaves after he gets what he wants, and that's it. It's like, okay, he's done, but overall the art and the coloring of the cover was good. But that's actually it for me with Guardians. So overall with this story, it's ranged from okay to good. But with issue number 6, after this, I'm pretty much just going to trade buy. It doesn't seem like something I have to buy. I mean, I like Donny Cates' writing for the majority of the time. He's not perfect on everything, but for Guardians of the Galaxy, it just I think it's much better to trade buy. It's not something I have to get the single issues of every week. It's like, I have to get this. If I miss out on this, I'm gonna commit seppuku. But yeah, so, which is oddly enough, because with the Daredevil, this was going to be a decider if I wanted to continue or drop it, because issue number 6 was very disappointing to me, considering how well the first 5 issues were. But this one saved it. This one, it's going to trade. So that is all for those two. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time.